Hey guys, Brian and Michelle Flickinger here, Team Flick. Another episode of Flick Knows. We're on episode 14 here. Today's topic is, everybody, a lot of the clients that we work with here are second homeowners or looking to purchase a second property, and they don't live anywhere close to Summit County. How does that work? So let's get into it.
So the first thing to know is that we can go in and preview properties for you. And that's a big thing. A lot of people are like, well, we're not there. We don't want to look at anything. We're not going to be there for 2 months. One thing that we love to do is to go in and look at homes. That's part of why we're in real estate. So what we can do is you see a property you like coming through on an e-alert. We grab our phones and we go over there and we take video. We can FaceTime you if the data plans and the cell service allows for it, and give you a really good in-person feel for that property. That way you don't actually have to be out here. We know when things are moving quickly, sometimes it's disappointing if you feel like you can't see a property in person before you have the chance to write an offer on it.
Yep, we're your boots on the ground. We're here to help you out and give you advice and bring that property to you where you are.
Exactly.
So we're here for you. So let's say, okay, we go through, we see the property, you love it. You're like, you know what? I've been looking at property for a long time. I know the market. This is the one for me. How does that work? How can we make an offer when we're not there to sign the contract? We do everything electronically. So it's very easy. The advent of the internet makes things really, really easy and keeps it legal too. We use a program, CTME Contracts. We can send you the contract, fill it out. You can review it and sign it electronically very easily, and it also moves things along very quickly. So Don't worry about that. We do all signatures and paperwork electronically.
And so say everything works out, you guys come to an agreement with the seller on the price, and you come to that point where you have to get in your earnest money. And that's when people start to freak out. They're like, well, we can't drop a check at the title company, or what do we do here? Title companies will always take a wire transfer. And for that, all you have to do is be near your bank, and the title company will send you wiring instructions. You go over to the bank with the wiring instructions, and then they wire the money over and you're all set. Mm-hmm. One thing we do want to make sure that everyone's aware of is we will never send you wiring instructions. So you always receive them from the title company, and we even recommend that you call and verify them with the title company so that you make sure everything is up to snuff.
Yep, don't want to get into that situation of wire fraud. So double check that. So next topic, inspection. All right, hey, I haven't even seen this property. I haven't put eyes on it. How do I know it's a good one? How do I know it's not a lemon? We work with great, I would say even the best inspectors up here in Summit County. We've got recommendations for you. These guys will go in, they'll do a full inspection of the property, look at everything, send you a very detailed report. This is your opportunity to take a look at it, and kind of the bones of the structure, and go through, ask questions. You can reach out to them. They also deal with people who are buying from other areas, so it's not a problem for them to pick up the phone and answer your calls and questions. Now, one thing important to note is if you do want to take a look at the property and put your own eyes on it, the inspection objection deadline is the time to do that. Typically, we set it about 14 days out. That can vary based on your travel schedule. But if you do want to get your own personal eyes on it after we get it under contract, that's the time to do it. Get it under contract, come out, take a look before the inspection objection deadline, and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's perfect. And once you get through that inspection deadline, you're just about to closing. So you may have a loan stuff to go through. You may be paying cash, and you may be as good as closed at that point. But when it comes to the actual closing, you can do that remotely too, believe it or not. So you can have documents mailed out to you. We need about a week notice so that the title company can pull everything together, but they'll FedEx the documents to you. If you do have a loan, you will need a notary so that you can sign all the loan paperwork in front of the notary. Otherwise, they really do a good job of flagging all the documents, and then they send you a return FedEx label and you send it back to them at the title company, and everything is good to go.
Yep, just need a little bit of notice ahead of time before the closing to get that done for you. The moral of the story, we work with second homeowners from other areas of the country, if not the country, the world. Lots of people love coming to Summit County.
Yeah.
So we've actually helped people from as far away as Ecuador buy a property here in Summit County. So reach out to us. We're your boots on the ground. We're here to help you and walk you through that whole process. And we look forward to doing it for you. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Flick Knows. As usual, if you have any questions, please reach out to us at teamflick@summitliving.com. Check out the most recent and up-to-date listings at flickrealestate.com. And we'll catch you next week for another episode of Flick Knows.
Bye.